Welcome to Puddle. Into this update, we're gonna do the extreme gold medal run of the human body. There's no way that you'll finish this level with more than the third or the fourth of your liquid remaining. You will lose a whole lot of liquid while doing it, but don't sweat it. It's for the good of this man. We're only doing the cleanup after all. We're there and we already lost half of our liquid, and you can be sure that this one section will make you lose a whole lot of your liquid too. But don't sweat it. Nothing is eternal, especially not in this game. Just don't panic and start swinging the stick all over the place like your life depended on it, or in this case, your death. This really is the thing I kinda don't enjoy with this level. There are some patches in the level where there's absolutely no way for you to dodge any of the acid reflexes because on extreme difficulty they will be destroyed much more easily. This is a level you definitely have to retry a couple of times before you get a successful run through it. And it helps to get all of the liquid that you had by the end of the level at the exit. Yep. That was a pretty close one indeed. Notice how come the sides of the level managed to hurt our liquid a whole lot more than whenever we did it on normal. This guy is a whole lot more alert on this difficulty level, but that's okay, as it should be. Remember, whenever you're trying to make yourself sick, you will succeed. But that doesn't mean you should be sick. Okay, on the normal difficulty run, it took forever for this gate to open because there was some liquid behind which wouldn't come, but this time there was also liquid which was behind, and yet the gate opened pretty much instantly, so I really don't know what happened there. Sometimes this game can be buggy. Anyway, for this part right here, don't bother trying to avoid the yellow-orange thingies which hang into the ceiling because they will only slow you down. You just have to be really fast and stay underneath them whenever the acid comes by. As much as it wasn't much of a deal if you hit the orange or yellow thingies in the ceiling and trigger the acid reflex, in this level it's a bigger deal because there's absolutely no way for you to dodge the acid reflux, and if it goes by, you're pretty much dead. As for this one part, I have to admit that pretty much was pure luck. As for this part, you just have to keep an eye on all of your liquid. Try to keep it all together. And yeah, I'm not sure why I took any damage here, but who cares. We pretty much brought all of our liquid to the end, and we're done! Hooray for the third level in a row which has acid in its name. How original, but yeah. Anyway, the opening part really is the hardest point of the entire level. Not only the aspirin is a whole lot faster, but everything is pretty much a whole lot deadlier. You have to be really careful with your timing, and you have to make sure that you don't touch too many things, or if you touch a whole lot of things, then you have to be careful for the final part. Honestly, for this final part right here, you do not need to bring a lot of liquid. In fact, this amount will pretty much suffice. We just need to figure a way to conserve it all. It's hard mainly because of those bumps on the floor. It makes it a whole lot harder for you to move your liquid around, but here we go. With a run like this, you should be good enough in order to get the gold medal. Now you have to hurry up because since the aspirin is a whole lot faster, it means the aspirin will be down here a whole lot faster too, so don't waste any time getting those two switches, I guess? This level is pretty weird because playing through the level in pretty much the normal way makes it so that you instantly get a silver medal and you're really close of getting a gold medal too. Early on, this will be a level that you'll have to play multiple times before you'll be able to get a gold run on it, because this is where things start to get officially hard as far as gold medal gathering is concerned. You have to learn the way of moving your liquid around into the veins, and this is something that will definitely take some time getting used to. In fact, this may be even a little bit frustrating. Either way, explaining how you get through this level is really hard because it's even hard for me to tell you what I did in detail here, but there's a few things that I can say. For instance, this part right here, hurry up, but just stop here because if you keep bumping your vein through all of this segment, you will just hit this sailing patch of pus or whatever it is, and you will pretty much desiccate your entire liquid. Anyway, the general rule of thumb, whenever there's obstacle in the ceiling, do not pump really fast. But whenever there's no obstacles, then be free to pump as fast as you can, because you're just gonna soar like an eagle into, yeah, this part, I guess. I'm not sure how you will do that, but yeah, that's pretty much the way it goes. As much as an overhaul, you can go fast through most of this level. For the last portion, whenever you open the final door, you have to slow down because the obstacles are a little bit more common. There's a slack in the obstacle here, but they are back here, and this segment can be pretty hard, so just take this snake across. Forget about rushing through, because whenever you hit anything in this section, your liquid is gone for. Yeah, I just slightly touched the edges of this pus patch and all of my liquid is currently being drained away. In all of the chapter, that was the one level that required me the most attempts, because once you get past this section, there's virtually nothing in the level which is guaranteed to go through, because if your liquid gets separated in any kind of way, you're pretty much done. And this section right here, you have to be really slow. In fact, you should take this entire stretch really slowly so that your liquid stays together. That's the one thing which matters. Your liquid has to stay together, and in order to do so, your movements have to be as slow and smooth as possible. You have to be gentle with this technetium solution. You must embrace the radioactivity. You must treat it like you would treat your own child, gently, with kindness. Here we go, just inching around into the way of life. I also really like how come whenever you're getting closer to the exit, you're hearing the music being much more upbeat than it was into the earlier level, because in the earlier level, it pretty much was only an ambient song, and oh, holy shit, look at this go! But yeah, I'm not sure why this guy has headphones and a Walkman inside his bloodstream, but we're not here in order to make any kind of sense out of this, because it's only a video game, people. So we're finally done with the human body. Stay tuned in order to figure out what happened to our buddy the rat that melted away. In Chapter 5, the sewers.